All right, guys, we are back today with another episode of Petty Bites, and today we have Sparrow's cart. First, I want to give a little shout out to Digital Silver. Is her name Matt and Nicole? They made these hats, and I have a shirt from Sparrow Cart in my car that I didn't wear, but obviously, I wanted to give another shout out to Simply LEBtv for my shirt that she made for me, just a long sleeve thermal. Want to get those plugins before we get this started. But this hat from Digital Silver is probably one of my favorite hats that I've had from like any spot that I've reviewed. So actually, like, probably wearing a lot more often. All right, guys, we are going to try out a bunch of stuff. Sparrow's Cart was generous enough to give me one of almost everything. Now I have two of these Sonoran dogs, not Sonoran, no, they're Sonoran dogs, and this is from, it's like an Arizona / Cali type hot dog. So from there, you guys can see it right there. It's got red chili on it. It's got it's bacon wrapped hot dog, onions on a Kaiser roll. Comes with these little peppers right here. Again, not a traditional, hot dog, but more like an Arizona style thing. So huge out there. Buy one of these peppers. Actually, that combo mixed together is really, really good. I'm not going to eat too much of all these different things, but try to get a good bite of all of them. And obviously going to be messy too. But yeah, that's a pretty solid hot dog. For anybody looking to try something different. All right. Also, I didn't plug it in yet, but the Sparrow Sauce right here is literally my favorite sauce of any place that I've tried recently. I don't know if it's like a ranch style sauce, but it's so good. Everything they get, I usually dunk it on it. That's what I'm going to do here. We got some of their chicken and beef quesadillas, which their chicken quesadillas are phenomenal. I know it's just like chicken quesadilla, but they stuff it pretty full. So they give you limes. So I usually get a little squirt of that there. And again, the Sparrow sauce, I put it on everything. I literally drown it in it. Don't know. It's too good. Now, if you're asking me which one's better out of the two, chicken and beef, probably always going to say the chicken, but it's chewing. This is definitely good. Again, start there, bite. Look how full that these get right here. So they definitely jam and pack. So that's one good thing about it. All right, we are going to try. I'm gonna try some of their sides. Now I know when I did my first earlier post about them, everybody talked about the street corn and the rice, and I mean it is pretty looking though. A lot of people are looking for a lot of good rice around town, so I heard a spot that might have it. So, and on this, on the rice, he puts a chipotle pepper if you want it. And apparently, it's gonna burn my face off, but I'm still gonna eat it anyway. So, it's good. And there's street corn with their Sparrow sauce on top. It's got like cilantro on it. Again, more lime to add up. Lime makes everything better when you eat Mexican dishes, guys. I don't know if y'all know that, but it does. I'm a sucker for a good corn dish, so. Look, I'm gonna run through a lot of napkins in this review because I have big lips and all my lips will be all shining and whatnot on it. So don't mind me. Don't mind me. All right. Again, sweet corn, rice. It's good stuff, guys. Let's see what else we got here. All right, now on to everybody's favorite. Usually is the quesadilla. Again, if anybody in town or around town is doing quesadilla and you don't have the sauce, guys, trust me, it's not a real quesadilla. So now again, they make it cheesy. It's been sitting in my car a little bit, but that still don't make a difference. So here's what makes theirs good is that it's a crispy taco, but inside the meat is still tender. Sometimes you go to a spot that has birria taco and the meat is still kind of chewy, and I don't want to be chewing for 10 minutes. So it's good. Super tender meat. Like I said, I put everything in my sparrows in the sparrow sauce. So so good. All right. What else we got here? We got some street tacos. It looks like. The only downside to the spot is they're not open more days, in which they can't help. But still, if they were, they'd make a killing, guys. You guys are so good. And I was talking to Rob and Staci earlier before I came here, and they were telling me they got some big plans for the future, guys. So definitely keep a lookout for their menu and for their Facebook page. They got a lot of big things coming up. So trying to make some big moves. And this looks like a beef taco. Again, Sparrow's card. I get it off fast, but I'm telling y'all, when you have a big lip problem like I do, trust me, everything looks messy and it really is. Trust me. Again, chicken with the fresh cheese on there, like fresh queso fresco cheese on there, so good. Yeah, I don't want to try to eat too much of these. Now, this one is a little bit different from what they normally have, but it's been sitting for a little bit. But apparently around town, it's like it's the new hit. So it's the biscuits and gravy they have, guys. And it looks more like a thicker, creamy, like pepper type sausage gravy. So I'm not an expert on gravy at all, so don't quote me on it. But it looks like it's got a lot of flavor to it. So it does. I don't know, this is kind of close because this is almost as close to Carmen's as I've had so far. That's good. Really savory. You got a good amount of sausage in there. Not too peppery. Well, enough pepper in there. It's pretty good. All right. Yeah, one anyways. On top of that, guys, we've got, I'm going to pull it out so you guys see it. But we got another Sonoran dog. This is their classic one. I mean, really, visually, it's a pretty looking dog right here. I mean, honestly, I'm sorry. Not a dog. It's a glizzy what the kids call it these days. So sorry. Also, this one comes with some like roasted peppers. So that's always a bonus. So, 6, 7, but we'll do this right here. So, I mean, it really is an elevated hot dog, honestly. I was in Cali 2 years ago, and these are like every street food vendor has these out in their carts. So it was good. Well, I think that's about everything I have for today, guys. I can't say enough about Rob and Staci over at Sparrow's Cart, guys. And let me wash this down for a second. Splashing in the face though. But they're definitely the new cart in town, guys. That's good, honestly. I know by talking to them, they have a lot of big things coming up. They got an event coming up on November 22nd in Richland County line, so be out and look out for that one. They're going to introduce a lot more menu items that day and try some new things out. Rob and Staci have, they've been around, so coming from Cali, and they lived over in Philadelphia and some in Jersey, so they're kind of bringing some of those traditions over here. So be on the lookout for that. Again, guys, I think towards the end of the year, they're going to be set up at Lowe's, pretty sure for the rest of the year. Except the 22nd of November, that would be a county line. So again, keep track of their Facebook posts and whatnot. So that's going to be end of this episode of Petty Bites, guys. Probably one of my favorite episodes that I've done so far. They definitely were generous to give me everything to try on their menu, and it was all fantastic, guys. So if you haven't been to Sparrow's Cart, please keep them on your list to go. Again, when you go, Sparrow Sauce. This is the sauce to get. Dip it in everything, guys. But other than that, guys, I will holler at y'all later.